Welcome to another Enjoying Art watercolor lesson. Today I'm going to show you how to paint this snowy landscape. First, we're going to take care of the distance. I'm thinking about I'm going to move the whole thing a little bit higher. That's only the first decision you need to make. I'm going to get a little bit blue color over here. And I'm going to get the red color. I'm going to have a little bit more brownish. You need to get a little bit yellow color, right? Because I'm using a larger brush, so I don't have to wet the whole area. I'm just going to paint and start from the top over here. Like that, I'm going to organize the whole top over here. Take a look at, here we go. Now I'm going to get down over here. That's it. Get down over here. Here you go. Now I just wet the whole up over there. This is fine. Now I'm going to start adding some little cool color and some noises in that. I'm just going to get the yellow color, get a little bit more yellow. I'm going to start putting a little bit more cooler color and get a little bit green, a little bit blues, and that will become the green color. And I'm going to, that's just good. I'm going to get a little bit red because that is a little bit too intense color. Here you go, a little bit more red. So this is going to be not just a bright green color. Here we go. I'm going to put this color right over there, and I'm going to make it a little bit more. And here you go. Get some yellow. And here you go. Like that. And then have it a little bit softer and a brand through it. That's good. Have a little cool color over here. And this is good. And on the other side, I'm going to have a little bit brown color. I'm going to get the red and get the yellow and get this a little bit blue color. Here you go. Now I'm going to have some color over here. Yes, here you go. Like that. That's good. Okay, this is good. I'm going to have a little bit brownish orange color. I'm going to have to think about the different set of instrument in here. And I'm going to have it open up, and that may be a little bit too much wet. I'm going to just lift it up a little bit. Okay, just use the calligraphy brush. Here you go. So make it less. Yes, that's good. A bit. Lift it up a little bit because I have the table a little bit more like a little bit tilt it down like 10 degree. Okay, now I'm going to start adding some color over here. Now it's a little bit warm color. Here you go. Warm color, cool color. So I'm going to also have this merge into that. Okay, here you go. That's good. And thinking about the different set of instrument. Now I'm going to actually use this calligraphy brush. Now I'm going to have a little bit drier. Here you go. Now I'm going to come a little bit brownish color. And a little bit blue. Here you go. A little bit red. Okay, a little bit warmer. I'm going to open up the here like this. Okay, it's good. Now I'm going to have something right here. Okay, have something over here too. And here you go. Some dried information. Dried. And just get a little bit dried. Like this. Have some dried, have some wet, and have those connected together. Okay, that's good. Okay, and there you go. I'm gonna have something a little bit darker. Yeah, that. All right, now I'm gonna come in over here. Also have some color at the bottom over here. There's also a similar color. Now this is all getting dried. I'm gonna open up here too, and here also have a little bit dried color and a little bit coming over here. Interesting. And now I'm gonna have a little bit darker, a little bit dried color into the background before it get all dry. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna open that really up like this, and here you go. Let's take a look. And right here. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna make it a little bit drier. Open up the brush. Now I'm gonna have some line coming up like this, and do the brush in different ways so you can see. And the bottom over here is still pretty wet. I'm gonna wait a little bit at the top over here, and some noises over here. And with the similarity over here, I can also see this become a group, right? That's good. That I'll come back to a little bit more a little bit later. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to continue and have a little bit darker color at the bottom over here. So get the blue, get the red, and it will become pretty dark. Here you go. I'm going to also have a little bit drier. Here you go. Now coming over here, also a little bit darker color. Like that, and have a little dark color over here too. Have some drive dark like that. Make it simple and handsome. Okay. Now this I already drive, and now I'm gonna start working into over here. I'm gonna have this coming up. It's not really that dark, but it has a pretty gray, right? We get a little bit blue color in here, and even have a little bit greenish feeling, and get a little bit greenish feeling right over here. Take a look, and I'm gonna have that one coming up from here, and all the way coming up over here. Go, go, go. Okay, and take a look where it's going. Think about how wide that is supposed to be. Okay, get a little bit thinner and thinner. That's good. One up. There's another. I'm going to change the color a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe coming down from the top over here. And coming down over here. Look at it again. Getting a little bit too big over there. I'm gonna come closer. Like that. I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. Coming down over here. Okay. That's one. Okay. Now I'm gonna have another tree on here. Coming over here. Bring it. Coming down here. That's good. Like that. And now I'm gonna start making little noises over there. First, I'm gonna have a little bit darker details in that first. And here a little bit detail here in these two trees. That two branches. Good. A little bit darker, a little bit lighter. And over here too, looks like on this side can be a little bit darker. Looks like the light coming, a little bit light coming from the left side. Okay, when this is wet, right into wet. Now I'm going to have some branches. Just make it a little bit sharper. Let's take a look at. I don't want this all the way coming like horizontal. I'm gonna have it coming up a little bit. Here you go. That, and then I have a little bit more branches coming up over here. That's good. And over here have some branches coming that way. Okay, that's good. something coming down over here. When you draw the branches, draw a little bit slower, and you can see that it has a little bit more strength. Is we're going to add some more details. There's another, and this way, like there's a little bit coming over here, and have some of the small branches. It depends on how much I want it. I will take care of that later. There's a little branches coming over here. Here. Little line over here. That's good. Little big line coming over. Very thin line. That's for now. I'm gonna have a little bit thinner. Let go some of the wet, and then you can line like that. A little bit thinner. Very thin line. Okay, some little bit dense. Okay, a little bit high density element. Okay, that over here, it get a little bit drier now. I'm gonna come back over here and get a little bit lighter. Okay, not really dark, but a little cool. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna have some lines coming from here. Here you go. From here, all the way coming down over here. Take a look. Good. And be patient. Okay. Some line. Wait. And a little bit cooler. Coming over here. That's good. Also this a little bit closer. And there's some other line over here. So you gotta have something that are connected, and something over here give a little bit higher density. Okay. Like that. Those are not really dark color. That is going to create enough noises here. That's good. A lot more over here. And do even more. A little bit more brownish color. And right over there, get a little bit red. And here you go, some yellow, some red. Make a little bit warmer. But it's not really that dark. So here you go. I'm gonna have little noises over here. A bit more. Okay. A little bit red. Thing. And that give it a little bit higher density. That okay, that's is good. I'm gonna have a little bit more green color. You can come back over here, a little bit more yellow, a little bit blue, and a little bit more yellow and red. That I can also have that a little bit more texture too. Okay, this is good. Very nice. And I also have some brown color. So remember that we are dealing with a different set of instrument, different set of contrast. I'm gonna have this a little bit more brown there. Okay, that's good. Have a little bit more brown over here. A little bit more light brown color over there. And okay, I'm gonna have some little bit darker color actually coming from here. See that some line coming over here. This is the group of three over here. And here you go. That here, a bit more. A little bit darker. A little bit darker color over here too. Yeah. And a little bit darker bottom over here. And have some small branches. That a bit darker. So we have to create enough contrast. A little bit more density. And I'm gonna have a little bit more brown. Here you go. Even a little bit more brown color. I'm gonna have this a little bit more, give it a little bit more patience. Because that right here, that a bit more dense at the bottom of it. Let us get over here too. A bit more dense. If you want to create the contrast, you got to make sure you have the contrast a little bit strong enough. And here you go. I'm gonna have a bit over here too. Big line. Still try to create a feeling of dense, high density. Okay, that's good. Little texture coming down over here. A little bit texture. Good. Okay. Now I'm gonna come back to here. Also have a big density, big details. So it's not look like all flat. So it has some soft connection into the background. I still have enough. I'm gonna have over here some line. Yeah. Some line coming in here. Little stream. It looks like I have a little bit blue color. So this is perfect. This is a blue gray color. Now I'm going to start from the background over here. A little bit over here like that. Okay, a little bit like that. If you want to have it, that's good. And be a little relaxed. Okay, like that. That's good. Here you go. Coming on this side. This and a little bit. And take a look. Keep it relaxing. Okay, get a little bit yellow into here. And more like a green color. Okay. That and add a little bit green coming here. A little bit softer and coming into this side. Have a little bit more softer. Little dry brush. That's good. I'm gonna come in here. Here you go. A little bit and a little gap. Now coming forward. Here, that's good. And we're gonna make it a little bit more darker at the front, a little bit more contrast. Okay. All right, this is good. Now I'm gonna give a little bit more variety. I'm get a little bit blue and a little bit more red. As is very dark. I'm gonna put it right at the front. There you go. A little bit over here. A little bit over here. and also a little bit over there, like that too. Okay. Now I'm going to make this that we are creating contrast. We're creating a rhythm. That's good. Color over here, like that, softly. Bend a little bit and create a feeling of the snow. There's the snow coming over here. And here we go. There we go. That. I'm going to do one. Start over here. And all the way up over here. Here you go. That's the dark. Okay. Look at it again. That's good. Open up a little bit at the bottom here. There's one. It looks like a little bit opening over there. But we may not want to put the two into one. Yeah. That's one. I'm going to have one over here. And one like this. I'm going to have this as a two. Have a little spread. Okay. Have a little big spread. A little bit coming over here down. Have a little bit thicker color. That's good. All right. That's good. Dark color. I'm going to have, all right. I'm going to have a little bit with it like that. And have a little line over here on this side. And have a little line. There you go. Coming in. That's good. Like that. And we can also have some branches. Some of the branches over here. Have a different layers. Good. Right. That's good. Have a little bit over here. Now I'm gonna have a little bit inner. Have some down over here. A little bit over here. A little bit. There's some branches coming over there. Yes. Have a little bit more. There you go. Yes. Bottom over here a little bit darker. All right. Gonna also make this look like this side a little bit darker. That. Okay. Have some line coming up here. Something interesting. Okay. And I think this painting is finished.